Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Really appreciate you being here and supporting the content as always. I've been watching a ton of the Finest Hour early access videos from other creators and I'm extremely excited to jump in myself in just a few days. The new content looks fantastic, especially hyped for the British faction and their diverse unit lineup. The new maps look absolutely gorgeous. Cannot wait to get started on those. Those are probably what I'm most looking forward to right now is just getting some new maps, new scenery. But before we jump in, I do want to just know what are you guys most excited about with Finest Hour? Let me know down in the comments. Would love to hear, see what everyone's looking forward to. But we are back with another one versus one casual PvP game, not in the ranked section. There's nothing casual about it though, especially against the player that we're going up against here. We're playing as the all-around, regular all-around doctrine for the Germans, not all-around West. And we are playing against another creator named Chaos. I'll link his YouTube channel down below. Um, we are playing on farmland, which is probably one of the most goated maps, I'd say, for 1v1s. Definitely see this map played often. And we are playing on Chaos's host, which we've played a couple games now, and he's West Coast, I'm East Coast, US, and for whatever reason, we do just lag a little bit for both of us whenever we play against each other on either side. So when I host, he lags. When he hosts, I lag a little bit. So we'll see a little bit of latency, which is half the battle here. But we start out with my typical go-to with the all-around regular doctrine is 2 Grenadier squads right off the get-go, and then some single guys over to my far point on the east. So I'm trying to really go heavy towards the middle and his point. I love to secure that high ground that overlooks the lower point there. I feel like it's so beneficial on this map for the Axis side to take control of that. And as you guys saw, I did blow a pretty wide hole with a Panzerfaust into the back of this building so that I can just run right on in without having to run right around to the front and risk getting absolutely torn up. But Chaos does beat us to the front for pretty much both of those points. So he does have cap weight on both. We're pushing down onto his point a little bit, and then we're going to just kind of take it easy on the middle. We do have ours, so cap weight is only 2-to-1 right now. It's not terrible. And we do have the high ground here as well, overlooking his point, which is definitely beneficial. So we're not in the worst position. I'm fine playing it slow, and usually with this doctrine, you're going to be able to flush out a lot of infantry from what I've seen. So we're just going to play it slow and get our inf numbers up just to contest him. He's playing the Soviet all-around doctrine, so we've got to be wary of the flamethrower spam that doctrine comes with. But I'm going to take another Panzerfaust, blow another hole in this building as well. I knew he had some guys in that building from his initial rush, so I wanted to clear them out and also give myself a nice little run in as well. Same thing on this building as the other one. And then we'll do a little grenade micro here. Just try to clear some things out. And we'll just spend a little bit of time digging in some of the foxholes on this side too for the guys. I want to try to get them as far up on the point as possible, just to prevent anyone sneaking up quickly. But he does bring in a Dishka truck, which is gonna light us up a little bit. We're just out of range, although first person says we're not, but always deceiving. And he does have another squad coming up on that hill point now for our point. So only 3 guys versus a full squad and potentially supporting Dishka truck. Well, we're for sure going to lose this point. I'd expected it as of now. But we are taking the mid, so we are 1-1. We've stopped the bleed. But we're going to call in a half track, try to rush it up onto the hill point. Figure if we can get it up there, might do something. I'm trying to time these grenade throws. I thought that was a good one, but I was just slightly behind. The second one just completely whiffed. I don't know if that was lag or what, but we'll call up a reinforcement squad. He did move the Dishka over to support his point, and we are at -1 on the cap value there, so we might be able to flip it. Not -2 though. But the half track's up. We're gonna try to bring it into our point. And this is a major mistake on my part. I should have realized that he would have crawled up. Didn't think about it. Played it very stupid. Lost the half track immediately. One quick anti-tank grenade. And the 2 guys in it as well. So, terrible trade. His vehicle's still up. His early MP vehicle's up. Mine is not. But we are going to call in the Puma. Bring it over to his point to try to deal with this Dishka if we can, and another squad as well. But we're not doing terrible. We're still 1-1, and we did just bring in our reinforcement grenadier squad up here as well. So we're gonna get the MG in the church tower, and we're gonna try to retake this point. But with the slight latency, it does make it fairly difficult. This is probably our 3rd game, or this is definitely the first of, I think, our 3 game set that we've kind of played over a couple days, maybe a week or 2, give or take there. I think all 3 of them have kind of, one of us has dealt with some lag, which is unfortunate. If only we had dedicated servers, it would make it a little easier. Maybe one day. But the Puma does take out the Dishka fairly easily, and we're going to finish it off. And I haven't seen a call in for him for his DP buy yet, so knowing he's the all-around doctrine, he could bring in the T70 with the scouts, or T60. Although T70 is probably what I would expect him to do. But we didn't push up far enough on our point on the northeast, and he does have another squad already back up to contest us. So now we've got to deal with this. Which is why I always want to recommend, whenever you retake a point, push. Don't get complacent. Don't stop. Keep pushing. Because now we're in a position where he's essentially... He's got cap weight neutralized in the middle. He's got his point, and if he wanted to push into ours, he could absolutely flip it very easily. Thankfully, the MG is doing work up in the church tower, and our guys are kind of just a little bit behind the terrain defilade, which is nice. So we're gonna try to throw some grenades, but it does look like there's a light vehicle on the map, probably his T70 I would expect, and we are going to bring in these grenadiers. But there is the flamethrower, so he brought his flamethrower squad over here, sapper squad, which is, I don't know if this is the right map for him. The flamethrower would be beneficial in the middle for sure, to take out my building that I'm currently taking advantage of, to keep cap weight in the middle. If he was able to set the church on fire, it might have been helpful for him, I would expect, but I don't know. This map is definitely longer ranges, so I don't know if the flamer all-around doctrine for the Soviets is as powerful as it is on some other maps. Although he does set it on fire here, so he does accomplish what he was trying to after repicking it up. And I had to bring in my own flamethrower, and I'm going to do the same thing he's doing to me. But I'm going to try to clear out these buildings in the middle. I'd rather just burn them completely down and get the line of sight. I don't want any leeway for him having guys in there and camping. And it does look like he also has a sniper as well, based on the kill feed. So the sniper just took out that flamethrower, which is unfortunate. But we're not doing terrible. We're hanging in there right now. Chaos does have the lead, 315-278, but we do have a nice double cap going, and if we can continue pushing him off of our home point, I'd feel so much better. Still has a couple guys there, it looks like, but I want to try to deal with this T-70 because he's just picking apart my guys on the hill here. So I'm going to try to direct control first, third person in. Looks like we may bounce. Miss. Bounce again. He's pushing up. We're going to smoke. We don't have the right angle here, unfortunately. But we do have a rifle grenadier and a Panzerschreck nearby, so if he gets a little too risky with it, we might be able to do something. I'm going to try to run up the rifle grenadier, but he does a good shot. And we do have some Jaegers that are going to refill the positions on the wall. But he is still coming on strong on our point, so definitely need to pay attention over here. I can't really divert my attention anywhere. Fully at this point, I've got to be kind of all over the place, which isn't the best. Although I really want to take out this T-70. We do get it through the lag, and we do take it out. Decrew it. So we'll have to spend a little bit repairing it. We're gonna rush up these Jaegers with our MP40s. Smoke out. And he is currently, he's got a 1 cap, but he's very close to a 3 cap if we don't do something here. So I am going to split part of this squad off to go retake my point, considering he's got 10 cap weight on me. And middle's only -1, so it should be doable. And considering he's down his DP unit at this point as well because of the T-70 there, I kind of just be a little risky with the Puma if I wanted to. But I'm going to try to do a little direct control, try to take these guys out on his point, just try to keep applying the pressure here. But it is, as you can see, a little laggy. Got a bit of latency, unfortunately. We're making do though. We do pretty handily turn it, but he is absolutely rinsing us on our point. So I'm gonna get a Gebrigtsäger squad up and try to bring him on the flank of the church. Control the MG a little bit. And the Puma's still going to town in the center. And because that guy has no ammo, I'm just going to try to waste them. I don't feel like bringing up an ammo crate at this point. It's a little too early for it. Oh, we're not doing terrible still. We're kind of pulling it back. We're going to keep just applying the pressure here. And now we'll switch over. Try to retake our point. I feel like I put enough pressure on his point that he's going to have to divert at least the squad or two to the middle and or his point now. So this should give me sufficient time to thankfully try to push my point back, especially considering he started to dig in. I'm hoping with these Gebrigtsägers too, considering they've got a ton of SCGs and higher health and accuracy as well, we should be able to do a lot of damage here. But we have officially flipped the score at the very least, with a nice 2 cap here and potential 3 cap as well coming up. So definitely good that we got those Jaegers into his point, and that we've kept up the pressure in the middle. And probably honestly burning down the buildings has helped us immensely. And we're going to bring in more Jaegers as well and just kind of keep pressing it. And I wanted to try to dig these guys in, but the lag was not letting me click. We're just having a little minor difficulty with it, unfortunately. But we're going to move up the Puma. help support these guys in the middle. And I'm going to bring in a Lafayette MG42 placement here. Not something I always do, but I have seen some other players do some crazy things with them to their advantage. I know Grimjob loves to use them. Hauptmann Spider uses them pretty effectively. I've seen Beast of the East use them as well. So I'm going to try them out. I prefer a half track, but I did not play my first half track very well. So I'd rather not. Rather not bring in another one at this point. But he has decap middle for now. But the Puma can still do some work, although it is just hitting this tree. Not the best AI placement here, unfortunately. But we are tier 2. We're not going to call in anything immediately. I want to wait and see what he does. I feel like usually that's a slightly better call. Letting your opponent bring in their DP unit first, just so that you can counter. Trying to snipe this guy through the window, but I do miss, unfortunately. And now we're going to try to do what we should have done at the beginning, and that's kind of push these guys up a little further. We've taken over most of his foxholes. And considering they're Gebertigers, we should be able to tank anyone that comes in immediately to the point. But blowing open this building has definitely been to our advantage so far. Being able to just run these guys in immediately instead of having to run them around, which usually I feel leads to them ultimately dying. But we put the Lafayette into a foxhole here for the added protection, which I think is in fantastic positioning. I love that this slight area, because it gets direct view right into the middle, where usually an allied player on that side is going to run their guys in. And considering we burned down the 2 buildings as well, we just kind of have clear field of fire. And then our stone building that we're currently utilizing also protects us from the KV-85 that I see in the background there, which now we know is his DP buy. So he does go with the KV. And another, looks like a Dishka truck, I believe. I think I saw. Yeah, it looks like another Dishka. So another Dishka, KV. We could counter. I'm thinking about it, but we're going to bring up an ammo crate for the time being, refill the Puma with HE, get another Gebertiger squad up. I don't feel really pressed to try to counter the KV. He's just kind of sitting back and shelling the point right now, so we do unfortunately run over our AT guy right there. But I wanted to try to take out the Dishka sneakily. We missed the first shot, so terrible. And second shot does nothing as well. Third shot does hit. Doesn't seem like he's noticed. He might be a little busy trying to micro the middle. But the Lafayette is going to town. And we're going to bring up a couple Gebertigers as well. Just kind of get them back into the middle, considering lost cap weight. And I'm going to change out the guy that was in the back with no ammo as well. But he has retaken his point. He has stopped the bleed. 1-1 now. We're going to dig in some foxholes. And with the ammo crate up as well, we'll be able to refill the Puma with HE, which should help us out. Yeah, we'll do a little self-micro, although we do run out of bullets as soon as we do. Oop, someone there? No. Dead. These two guys back, refill their ammo. And we're going to move up this flanker as well a little bit. I tend to see this map is fairly easy to get a guy around on the flanks early. Another creator, Quick 6 Hatch, I would say kind of is heavily known for sneaking around an AT unit, especially on this map, either through the lake on the right or all the way to the far northeast. So he's part of the reason I always get a guy out on my flanks early. I don't want any surprises. But if you can do it, definitely good. Even a recon guy out early just to kind of get line of sight. But we're going to bring up the sniper as well. Crazy, his sniper has kind of been doing work this entire game. I wonder how many kills he got, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But the KB does decrew the Lafayette. We're going to smoke out with the Puma and just back him off, which is good for us with our crazy fast speed on these things, which is awesome. And we're going to try to recruit the Lafayette as well if we can. But looks like he brought up another Dishka, so this is third Dishka truck. And we do almost one hit kill it. We can take out 3 guys, decrew it now. KB tried to hit us. We're going to sneak back out, considering we're just a little bit faster than his reload. And now we've got a crossfire with our sniper straight into the middle point. So we'll have line of sight, thankfully, on any guys that are there that we can't see otherwise. And the Lafayette is just shredding in the center, which is awesome. So he's taking down the building that was protecting the Lafayette now, so it's probably only a matter of time. Although it has stopped shooting, so I wonder if it is out of ammo now. It would be fairly unfortunate considering the prime targets it has in the middle right now. But we'll do some self-micro with the Puma and just kind of lay into these guys. So at this point, we're 22 minutes in. We've got a fairly commanding lead, considering everything. Especially considering we've not gone any heavy vehicles, 2 vehicles altogether this entire game. Nothing to counter the KV at this point, but, I mean, there's really no need to, really. We just keep kind of dancing around with the Puma and keep kind of supporting our guys on our pushes, which is what I want to do now. Laid up on his point, so I think it's about time that we go in. And we still have 170 DP2 to use. We could absolutely call something in if we wanted to, including an RD signaler. But at this point, we'll hold off. Looks like he's bringing in a BA6. See if we can snipe it. We do hit it through the lag, which is fantastic. Perfect timing. So we're not doing terrible. 109. And 5-1 on the vehicle. KD. It's pretty good. Pretty decent. Yep. Lafayette is out of ammo, which is unfortunate. Thinking about bringing up this one, but we'll just call it a new one. I do want to get ammo back into it, because I feel like it's so beneficial to have right now. And our sniper is doing work as well. Not as many kills as I was hoping, but we'll take 6. He's killing them as they get close, which is good. And now it's time we do our push. If we can do our push through the lag. We'll advance in these Geberjäger. One or two of these may actually flip this point. Yeah, negative 1.5 already. So 2 of them should flip it. We're already back on a 1-to-1 zone ratio. We've stopped the bleed on both sides at this point. And we're also getting very close to tier 3 as well. So we'll have some options shortly to deal with that KV if needed. But we'll try to sneak this ammo crate in if we can. Get it in, get the guys off. Come on. Sweet. That was exactly what I was hoping. Drops it right on in. Lafayette's reloading. Back up and running. So that'll be fantastic for its rate of fire there. And we pull the Stuka Zufus, which I love. I think it's definitely underrated. And we do use the command there finally, though. I don't think I've used it enough. I feel like usually I'm in positions to have to counter Soviet heavy tanks, and in this doctrine, because my MP is usually going towards infantry, usually I have to go with the Ag Panther. But we've got such a commanding lead, and I'm not that stressed. I do want to go with the Stuka and try to take out this KV and see what we can. Not much. Caused a bit of lag ourselves. Looks like we may have tracked it, I think, if I saw that correctly. We're gonna do a little self-micro because we are getting close. We've got a 2 cap right now, which is great. Actually, it's tough to tell if I tracked it or not. Looks like we got another BA coming, but we are pretty much done. That is game. So I hope you guys enjoyed.